Yo, what's up, everybody? Yes, it is Beaststorm Gaming, and I'm coming at you with my account, Mr. See Ya Later. Now, I've been playing PvP, and people have been calling me all sorts of names: Killer Clown, Mr. Coco, Mr. Bozo. Hey, I don't care what it is. I'm gonna check this guy out. Looks like he was wearing black. People splattered some paint on him. It's just cool. It's cool. I did not like clowns growing up, so I figured, hey, why don't I put the craziest thing on an avatar? And my old avatar was getting pretty old. And, yeah. So, there's, my, KC, my killer clown. So let's get this started. Alright, so I'm making this video because, the PvP has gotten quite interesting, man. It's gotten quite interesting. Alright, so, like always, I'm going to go to the hospital. I'm not changing quirks. I'm not changing quirks. For a while, I was doing the engine, then getting a legendary, getting an engine, then back to a legendary. Man, you don't even know how many Robux I've spent. You don't even know how many times I've gotten Theory Wings. Now, I have gotten lucky in that I'm like, oh god, please give me something that I can advance with and learn and just get to a point where in PvP I can become very competitive, because this is how it's going to go. Now, I don't do a lot of PvP in Roblox, but I have a decent history of PvP games on game consoles, and the way how things work is the better characters, aka the legendaries, as well as some epics and even some rares which are made for PvP, they kind of stand out, right? So even though the legendaries might not get, like top points all the time, or they're always competing for top points, they do, and they are going to be the meta for PvP. Alright, the reason that I'm here is to show you guys, to show the pros, to show the hero pros, uh, even the legendaries, if they don't know where the hospital is, maybe they can at least find this place. Alright, so we leave here and we make a left, and we go straight, and then we just follow the road, and then we just kind of go up to the right to get to the hospital to change your quirk. Now, while I'm doing this, I want to tell you a couple things that I've learned just through playing the PvP. The first is that I had Engine. The reason that I liked Engine is because you can gather points fast. You can gather points very fast. It has a couple of moves. You run really fast. It's easy to rune or to stat. You get stat points. If you're already starting out with high stat points, that's great. I mean, you just are like a killing machine. I mean, it is like a scary movie where you're the only one with weapons, and you're just mowing people down. Doesn't matter what the other person has. You could be frozen, person's hitting you while you're frozen, and you come out of it with the spinning move, and you're killing the person. The only thing is that there's a couple of downsides to it. The first is that if there's another engine user there, it's really hard to defeat them because they have the same moves as you, because the skill set isn't there, right? It's kind of like if you're a boxer and you and the boxer are on the same page, maybe one can fight a little faster because the punches can go faster, but the strength isn't really that much of a difference. There's not much of a difference anywhere else. The fight's going to end up in a draw, right? So that's like the first thing. There's really no competitiveness. The competitiveness is that there's no other quirk that's really like it, right? They made Engine very special, okay? And if you want to know what that is, just go to Trello, look at it, and it's very obvious right away. The other thing is its speed. It is the fastest quirk, even with Juggernaut. It can beat Juggernaut like in a race. Speed is very good. Its strength is equatable to speed, but every legendary is going to have stronger speed. Now, PvP does nerf um, your stats. But even with the nerf, the legendary's power is going to be stronger than engines. So that's one thing. So now I'm kind of talking about the good and the bad of engine. If you want points, if you want to increase your status with the community of PvP, engine is probably the way to go at the very beginning, right? Another good thing about engine is that when you do the free for all, when you are on a team type of setting, and you're just like, hey, look, I'm going to jump in and I'm going to get points for my team and I'm going to have my team win. If you're good at it, you can just about get your team to win, right? Because it's based on points. Now, here is the bad thing about engine. Engine is not good in bomb. It's horrible in bomb. And I've said that, and I got to a point where I would just hate bomb. I would even hate Juggernaut because I could beat Juggernaut, I could get up to Juggernaut, but my attacks were so weak that even if I hit Juggernaut, the only pride that I would show is the points that I would get. Can't do it. I could beat Juggernaut if other people would get on him, and it just would not work. The two best quirks for Juggernaut, in my view, and I'm saying top two, there's a lot that are good, but top two, is OFA and HHHC. HHHC is becoming very popular because if you're fighting a lot of people, doesn't matter what their strength is, if you freeze them and you follow up with that flame, you're getting points and you're damaging them. Remember, if they have to respawn, they can't damage you. OFA. The good thing about OFA is it pushes you back and it damages you. If you can't get close to OFA, you cannot damage it. Now, the 2 or 3 quirks that have a long distance damage, like HHHC, like Cremation, and Hellfire, that have that beam that could just decimate. OFA, skill 3, jump high. Boom, you're up in the air, it's gone. You move to the side, right? Because it has full cow. You use that, you move to the side, you run around, they can't catch you. HHHC is really the only one that can catch you and stop you, come up, and then wreck you. But if you learn how HHHC, if you learn how that player plays, you know, OFA can be very, very adaptable. So now let's go to the first part, which is engine and how to defeat engine, because that's where the meta is going to be. Engine right now in the beginning is great. It is going to get you points. It's going to get you to past the rookie and the student in the intermediate phase, and it's going to get you from the blue, and it's going to get you into the red, and it's going to get you to where you feel mentally better about all the fighting that you're doing. But here's a problem, though. Here's a problem. It actually turns people off. People say it's OP. People see it, people leave. You know, it's almost as bad as a person who runs around and around and around in Juggernaut, and they won't reset. In Juggernaut, you either fight or you leave. Don't run around. It's up to you because you're the Juggernaut, but it's just an opinion, you know? So, with engine, there's another downside. Engine attacks on the ground. It's a ground attacker. So, it's coming at you. Let's say you're near like a curb, right? Jump up on the curb. It can't attack you. Maybe it hits you like a couple times. You stay on the outside of its spin. It hits you. It doesn't do the 30 plus hits, but it hits you lower than 10. It gets in with its attack. Let's say you're OFA like myself. You do a blast. It comes at you. You have 1 or 2 blasts. Boom, you hit it, it flies back, it comes at you, you do Detroit Smash, bam, this thing is gone. What you do with engine is, if you are a legendary, you learn the distance of your attacks. That's how you defeat your enemies. Is not just the power, not just, oh, my HHHC can do this, oh, my OFA can do this, oh, my Cremation can do this, oh, my Hellfire can do this. You learn not just the cooldowns, but what you also do is you say, what's the distance? Like if I'm back here, this is probably one of my longer distance ones. Can this hit this individual? No. Can my Detroit Smash hit this individual? No. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. Those two basically have the same. I go a little closer. Boom, I got it. Yes. Then I can use my Detroit Smash. And this guy is just about dead. Now remember, I ruined this individual for PvP, so he's not as strong as he normally would be. And so the point that I'm really trying to make is, if you know the distance of what your character can do, right? You're not going to waste your skills. Also, when you learn the speed of your cooldowns, you're going to just go crazy. You're just going to go crazy. Like when I first got a OFA, I was basically using one skill at a time. I'm going to use Detroit Smash. I'm going to see how Detroit Smash works, then I'm going to go to Texas Smash. I'm going to see how Texas Smash works. Now what I do is basically, as soon as Detroit Smash is done, I look at what other skill I want to use. Detroit Smash is out there. As soon as the person comes within distance of Texas Smash, I use it. If the person can now get within close of Delaware Smash, I use that. As soon as that's done, Delaware Smash can be used again, probably because its cooldown is pretty fast. But now I have Detroit Smash. I can use that. Maybe there's other people that are coming in to help. I have Texas Smash that's ready. I may not be able to win, right? But I'm going to hurt. So those are the three things that I can use over and over and over and over again. Now, in a free-for-all, I might not be able to win. But I have this thing going on. It doesn't make it OP. It doesn't make it Superman. But what it does is it makes it better. I'm going to talk for like a couple more minutes. And what I'm basically going to do is say that the game is not done just because you have engine who people are kind of afraid of. They see that there's a person that's an engine and they leave. This is what you do. If you see a person that's an engine, that's actually a good thing right now, because even though engine is probably going to come in first, if I'm actually in that server, I will give advice, and engines hate it. Engines hate it when I give advice because they know that I'm right. If I go back to engine, which I hope that my mind does not tell me to do that, they know that what I'm saying is correct. And in a couple of times, two things have happened. One, I have been able to maybe not take them down, but keep them away. And the other thing is that they actually run away from me. In one instance, I was Juggernaut, and I killed everybody. And this engine was smart enough to know that he cannot kill me. So, he ran. Like I said before, in a one-on-one with Juggernaut, engine can't take me down. Engine is great for getting points for one-on-one without Juggernaut, and can take health down. But if you know how to keep it away, if you know how to freeze it, If you can aim with your legendary, if you know how to use ice, if you know how to counter its speed, engine basically becomes a lower tier quirk. Alright, you guys take care. Sorry this took a little longer than I thought. I'll see you in the next video.